it looks like we're going.
We'll be on our way here as we see 5 red lights, and away we go. Now ignore Golsey in the front. Now he has left the session, as we do go eventually. As Lewis Jones immediately picks up a drive-through penalty, but Death Star gets an immediate really good start here in front of all drivers. Quashi remaining in that P3 position, Blondie not too far behind. Wait, what's happened here? What's going on?
It looks like Bez Reb has had a nightmare. He span off the start and went into the wall, and he's lost his front wing, and he is so far behind now.
And that's caused a virtual safety car, virtual safety car is done and dusted, so we are underway once again. No switch up here in positions thus far, as the race does get reset and restarted. But yeah, both the Alpines having a bit of a disaster today, as Gauzy AI is ghosted. Now there's a bit of contact here between Capo and I believe that was Oliver. Going through turn 3, but not too much. It's a bit of a hard race, and it might have been a bit of a lock-up into turn 3, and that did cause some contact. Now that ghosted car of Gauzy is quite distraction. Distraction rather, not distraction. But not to work. Bit of a battle here between Capo, Lani, and Ramos. So an Alfa Romeo sandwich between the McLaren, around the McLaren, but Oliver is not too far ahead as well. So
it looks like there's going to be some a bit of a civil war here between the AlphaTauris, as we have PT Fasuga right up behind Titch and sending him up into turn 1, and makes a move done very cleanly. And it looks like Bone Apple T is getting involved. He's had enough, and he wants to be involved in this. And there's a bit of a scrap here, as it looks like Fasuga is going to send it up the inside of turn 3. Isn't far, and it looks like it wasn't even. It was Titch. Titch makes contact and slightly spins his teammate, but it's not too bad because he's still in DRS. And it looks like Bone Apple T has been able to get away quite cleanly because of that. Couple Capado and Humane are having a bit of a tangle here through turn 4. As Humane just kind of like nudges him past and gets the move done, and is going to try and get after Lani, who is all over the back of Oliver, by the way.
Yeah, there's a bit of a train here behind FRC Matthew May. So yeah, quite close at the moment. Now it's funny, you say that both the McLarens are teammates and stuff like that there, but are they really? Are they really teammates? So they're kind of racing each other.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just like you've got the same color car and that's it. I still want to beat you on track. I think there's a few driver lineups that they actually do consider the other color car to be the same as them and will look to help them. But for some teams, if me and Guns were teammates, I would be looking to slap him about all day, every day, and not help him at all. But when you have the likes of Lani and Alu in a team, they're going to look and try and help and fight with each one. As Matthew May is dropping positions here.
Yeah, I just got on that there. I'm not too sure what happened there. Missed the. I'm going to jump down to the lower end of the grid here because Bonaparte, Rabble, and Evstoga are kind of scrapping back and forth. I'm not too sure if you've noticed this.
I have.
Rabble and Bonaparte have swapped positions, I think 2 or 3 times for the last 2 or 3 laps. So they're definitely having their own little scrap as Rabble is coming back at Bonaparte in this DRS. Now Bonaparte takes a very defensive line and holds that inside. And we've seen in previous races during pre-season, Bonaparte was quite defensive in terms of his racing line. Actually knew kind of how to break that slipstream and kind of hold those positions. So he is a capable driver. So he is definitely one to watch.
Absolutely, very smart, and isn't afraid to get his elbows out. But yeah, I'd be surprised. I think they're going to scrap for a while here. And it's going to be a great watch. As you can see, Bone Apple Tea just moving straight away to the right, coming out of the last corner, and then moving all the way back over to get the slipstream from the car in front. I think it's a ghosted car that's ahead of him. It's not even, it's Fasuga. So it looks like Rabble and Bone Apple Tea are now all over the back of Fasuga. He must have had like a bit of a wobble or something. And he's out of ERS as well. He's at 6% ERS. Along with Bone Apple Tea, he's quite low. They're all quite low. Yeah, what's going on here? Capo Cavado, he's in the pits as well, and he'll be going on to the softs. So we're seeing the first. Now that's going to be quite a long way to get. Oh, he's on the hards. Oh, what a man! That's what we want to see. A bit of mix-up in strategy. So he's going to take the hard. He probably thinks that the softs are just a bad shout, and they probably drop off too much. So Yeah, he's going to take the hards, and he's came in for quite an early stop on the mediums, it seems. So he's probably looking to hit the undercut on the cars ahead that he was fighting with, so Humane, Lanny, and Ramo. So we'll see if they'll come in to cover him off. They might just stay out and go on to the softs, which isn't a bad shout either.
Um,
And it
Tar,
looks like
oh,
Lanny
nice.
has caught up to Capado and passed him. Now, it was stated about the hards and stopping early. It looks like that hasn't really paid out because that was very easy for Lanny. Lanny just like walked past um, Capo here and is now going to catch up to this Humane and Oliver scrap, which would probably be quite likely.
Yeah, that is very, very true. Now, the only thing to say about Capo is his tires are 4 laps old. Now, comparing to Lanny's 1 lap old softs, it's it's not really a battle he wants to be a part of. It's not a battle he's going to win with the traction difference, but I think later on, I reckon maybe around lap 23, that's whenever those hards are going to play into their own, but that's a long way to go. You know, I don't know if he has enough time to make up that gap, but we'll see how this race plays out later on for Capo. We'll have a little eye on that as well, actually, to see if their strategy works out for him.
So it looks like these soft runners that have just came out, like it looks like they are lapping fastest because we had Quasho set the fastest lap, and then Lanny set the fastest lap of the race after. So that means that they're lapping faster than the likes of Blunty and Death Star stopped earlier, and Matthew May. So we probably will see Quasho pull up to the back of Blunty. You'll need to do it quick. You'll need to start pushing now because towards the end of the stint, those mediums will be quicker.
Yeah, 110%.
Death Star's picked up a penalty as well.
And you know what?
So now he's net P2.
That is massive for Quashi. You know, Quashi is a bit of a sleeper pick here, I have to say.
So I'm having to watch at the Titch and Rabble scrap.
I
We
would
had a
actually...
scrap like last week, and it looks like this is going to go on for a little while as well. As it looks like they're both of them are both out of ERS, like, but they just want each other's position so bad. Like it's they're fighting tooth and nail for P12, and I love it.
Whoa,
That was weird.
Did you see that? Was that, or was that just
Yeah,
me?
that was weird. That is just I don't know. I think it was EA.
Yeah, either EA or else Titch has some sick drift with his controller, because that looked like a big whip. As there is a bit of a light touch here between Rabble and Titch. I think Rabble was a little bit harder on the brakes than Titch. Now I wouldn't be surprised if Titch actually does go for a move here on this next DRS zone. If he gets a good exit, don't go for the dive bomb, wait till the DRS please. As you see, actually Rabble's getting a slower exit on Titch, so
Rabble's on 7 lap old mediums, and Titch is on 3 lap old softs, so you would expect Titch will be able to get it done, but Rabble is not making it easy for him.
he really is making it easy. Now it does help that Rabble was able to get a dose of DRS from the hopping behind. Now Titch does get the move done on the inside. He does have DRS. Both of those drivers are harvesting like crazy. 0 ERS left in that car. No Duracell batteries in reserve as Titch takes a very defensive line, tries to break that slipstream as much as he can, but Rabble does have DRS, and Rabble is coming back at him on the inside line and does get the move done as Twitch goes for the switchback on the inside, gets it happen, gets a really good defense. That's a fantastic defense from Titch. I'm sure Rabble is not done, he'll be coming back on the next lap. I want to quickly skip up to P5 as Oliver is.
Yeah, I've been watching this, and it looks like we have Oliver just going for a move here because the Oliver train turned into the Matthew May train for a little bit. And it looks like what happened in the first stint is now happening to Matthew May, because we have the likes of Humane here, who's been bing chilling with his like 50, he had 80% ERS a lap before, so he's going to sail by here if he deploys it all, and he does a sensible thing and pulls out. But he should be able to get by Oliver here, because he's got quite a lot of ERS, and compared to the cars around, he's been chilling.
Yeah,
Matthew May looks like a bit struggling on those tires, but we have Lanny and Capo who's like pulled up to the back of their fight. So now it's literally a massive scrap for P4.
We'd love to see it. And actually Humane got a move done there over Matthew. Now there was a bit of a touch on the inside, but I don't think there was any harm done as Matthew does pick up a 3-second time penalty. It is tough, and Deathstar picks up another 3-second time penalty.
That's massive for Blunty. Blunty just has to stay behind Quashu. Just stay where he is. He doesn't have to push. And it looks like he'll win. You know, he's pretty much net P1.
Yeah, 100%.
Death Star has to find a lot of time. If he's going to do it, he has to do it right now because he's got 2 laps to pull out of that to improve his delta. We've got Oliver here who's just blasting past Humane, so he's up into P4.
Yeah, I just caught the
We
back
still
into it.
have
But
the Lanny and Couple Capado death battle.
yeah, they've been scrapping back and forth for the past, I think, 10 laps. But Humian's actually doing a pretty good job at actually managing his ERS, and so is Oliver. They're sitting both on about half the ERS, so I reckon they'll probably use about 25% in this next lap and then use the rest for the next lap, or else try and maybe harvest in preparation for the final kind of lap sprint, which is something we see a lot. Now we do see up ahead, we see Blunty in behind Quash. Now I think Blunty's kind of just chilling in behind Quash. I think he recognises that he can't really contest.
You know, he's went for
Never
it.
mind, he went
He's-
for it. I was keeping an eye on the interval, and he was sitting behind, and then suddenly he was in front. Oh no, what? As you see, actually, Quashy actually loses the rear end of the car and spins and hits the wall, and loses the front wing and loses not one position, but two positions.
Oh dear!
That's an
Oh,
absolute
what a
disaster.
bottle from Quashro.
Oh, that's gotten for Quashy. He was having a fantastic race. Jumping aboard here with Death, sorry, is about to cross the line as he takes that P1 position in round 1 in CBRL, followed by Blunty in P2. Never mind, he takes that P1 due to penalties. Humian's not too far behind. He is scrapping
Yeah,
with
Humian
Oliver.
Yeah, got a move done over Oliver, who
Oh,
he just about made it over the line there.
he just about to, but
So he finished at P3.
Oliver will get that P3 position due to penalties around Humian. Now Lanny goes across line for P5. Capo in P7. Matthew in P8. Now Bonaparte goes going with P9. But Rambo, like you said, he jumps up to P5.
Told you.
That is
Told you.
crazy.